Have you ever stopped to think about what's keeping our world from, well, just rusting away? All around us, under our feet, there's this hidden battle going on. And today, we're going to look at the unsung hero of that fight. A pretty simple metal box that has an absolutely critical job.
Think about it. From the pipelines bringing us energy and water to the very foundations of the bridges we drive across, our whole society is built on this enormous skeleton of metal. And that network is constantly out there, exposed to everything, buried in soil, submerged in water, you name it.
Because, nature is relentless. It always wants to reclaim what's hers. So what in the world is preventing these vital arteries of our civilization from just corroding into nothing? The answer, it turns out, is fighting an invisible force with another invisible force.
And that force, of course, is corrosion. It's this natural electrochemical process that is just silently eating away at metal, day in and day out. And it's not just ugly to look at, it's an incredibly expensive and frankly dangerous problem that never, ever sleeps.
And its reach is just massive. I mean, we're talking about all the essential stuff, oil and gas pipelines, those huge offshore platforms out in the ocean, sprawling refineries and their tank farms, even the reinforcing steel, the rebar, that's inside the concrete of our bridges and parking garages. All of it is constantly under attack. So whether it's a pipeline buried in damp, corrosive soil, or the massive pillars of a bridge getting hit with salty sea spray, the fundamental threat is exactly the same. Steel just wants to go back to its natural state, which is iron oxide, what we call rust. And without someone stepping in, it'll get there.
Okay, so how do we fight back? For decades, engineers have been using this really elegant scientific solution to stop corrosion right in its tracks. It's called cathodic protection.
Now that sounds super technical, I know, but the idea is actually brilliant. See, corrosion is an electrical thing. Part of the metal becomes something called an anode, and it corrodes, while another part becomes a cathode, and it stays protected. So cathodic protection cleverly forces the entire piece of metal we want to save to become the cathode. It basically tricks the whole structure into being the protected part.
And it does this by applying a small, very targeted direct current, that's DC, onto the metal. This external current is just strong enough to overpower those tiny, natural electrical currents that cause rust. It's basically telling the metal, hey, don't rust, we've got this. But where does this protective DC current even come from?
And that brings us to the heart of the whole system, the device that makes all of this possible. So let's meet the real workhorse here, the transformer rectifier unit. And here it is. This is the hero of our story. I know, it might not look like much, just a sturdy metal box, a lot of times sitting out in a remote field just like this one. But inside that box is the power source that's protecting miles and miles of pipeline. We call it a transformer rectifier unit, or TRU for short. And its entire job is right there in the name. It takes the high voltage alternating current, or AC, that we get from the power grid, and it safely converts it into the low voltage direct current, or DC, that's needed to protect all that steel.
Okay, let's pop the hood on this thing. How does this box perform its electrical magic? Well, it's actually a surprisingly straightforward two-step process that's happening inside.
First up, the transformer part takes that really powerful AC from the grid and steps it way down to a much lower, much safer voltage. Then, a component called a rectifier stack takes that low voltage AC and converts it into the steady DC the system needs to work. The easiest way to get your head around what a rectifier does is to just think of it like a one-way valve for electricity. Alternating current, AC, flows back and forth, right? But the rectifier only lets it go in one direction. That's what turns it into direct current.
And this slide right here visualizes that perfectly. At point P, you can see that classic AC sine wave, going up and down, positive and negative. The rectifier basically just flips the negative half of that wave up, which you see happening at point Q, so now it's all positive. Then, other parts smooth out that bumpy current until you get that clean, flat line of DC power at point S, and that is the protective current. So of course, a device that's designed to fight the effects of the environment, well, it has to be tough enough to survive in that environment. These units are built to work reliably for decades, in the exact same harsh conditions that cause corrosion in the first place.
And that's why you basically see two main designs. You've got air-cooled units, which are great for your typical, less hazardous spots, but for places with really high humidity, a ton of dust, or extreme temperatures, they use oil-cooled units. These are totally sealed, with all the important bits submerged in a special oil that both cools them down and protects them from the nasty environment outside.
And right here, you can see that difference in the real world. That air-cooled model on the left literally has vents so it can breathe. But look at the unit on the right. It's a completely sealed tank. Those big fins aren't just for looks. They're like a radiator, getting rid of the heat from the oil inside. It's a perfect case of form-following function.
So while we're all just going about our daily lives, these simple, rugged boxes are standing watch. They are the unseen guardians, working 24/7, protecting the enormous infrastructure that we all rely on every single day.
You know, one of the source materials put it perfectly. The quote was, "It's not just a transformer, it's the guardian of your assets against the relentless threat of corrosion. It's really a small investment to protect a much, much, much larger one."
Because, and this is the key takeaway, without that constant, steady supply of direct current from the TRU, the whole cathodic protection system just stops. It doesn't work. And that silent, destructive process of corrosion, it starts right back up again, immediately.
Kinda makes you think, doesn't it? This is just one piece of hidden technology that's quietly making our world safer and more reliable. What other invisible guardians are out there, working tirelessly for us, completely out of sight?